Hello everyone, it's SystemCollapse, and this is Stoneblock 2. Hope everyone's having a day. Today I'm having a pretty amazing one myself. And, in between episodes, I did a bit of stuff here, mostly building little other bits and bobs. And yeah, let's kind of take a look-see here. Down here, where we kind of worked yesterday, where we set up our EMC farm. I guess before we do anything, actually, before we even talk about the room here, yesterday I kind of only had, I didn't have these like little quarter bits here with the actual kind of setup there with the auto kind of harvesting. You can actually put in the corners there, and I totally messed it up. So when I kind of added the expanders, I didn't realize I'd added these corners as well. So yeah, one of my Patreon storyboard kind of pointed that out to me, and it gives you effectively 4 more spots for your crops, which is pretty fantastic. Actually, that'd be 8 more spots, so even better. Kind of sped it up quite a bit actually, and is pretty awesome. It's turned off right now because it was creating quite a bit of lag. Like even with just the imaginary time block, I could feel it, you know what I mean, when I was looking at this thing. And I didn't want to have it during the video. So yeah, I'll be running that mostly in between videos. I did run it quite a bit though. You can see there, if you actually highlight this little spot here, we got about, what is that, 467 trillion? So we got a good amount of EMC. I did run it for a fair amount. And yeah, it kind of builds up over time. But I have the glass kind of on the floor here. So you have this kind of spot here where it looks like you're walking on thin air. Looks pretty sweet. These blocks here are called bit. And this glass is just fantastic. It is called Glax? Yeah, Glax. It's from Xstone. There's all different colors of it, and it's just like the perfect kind of tinting block. It just tints really well. Doesn't have any lines whatsoever. It's just one of the best glasses that I've seen in any mod ever, and I think it just looks awesome. This is my favorite room now. I think this room just looks awesome. It's just totally fantastic. Anyway, we'll kind of leave that there. The other thing I kind of worked on chickens a little bit. So chickens would be over here. Chickens, all I really did was work towards, I guess, the thermal chickens. So I wanted to get these ones here. So the ones that give you the Basal's rods, the Blizz, and the Blitz. I mostly wanted the Blizz. That is so we can make the upgrades, the resin upgrades, because you do need that. In fact, I'm going to grab some of that because we are going to be using that today. But to do those, I also had to do gunpowder, had to do sulfur, and I had to do niter. So I might as well have some of that in the system as well, come to think of it. But anyway, we do have that stuff now, which is pretty awesome. This stuff doesn't have EMC, so you're definitely going to have to kind of get it some way other than, you know, just normally. Wasn't hard to breed, and with those two kind of, these here, breeding is super easy now. I just kind of turn these puppies on, right? And then I just kind of do my breeding. I actually do them these ones now, not here. Because when this is turned on, this thing can't, it like breaks too quickly to be able to move the chickens kind of back into it. So yeah, I just do the breeding up there. Literally, it took me about, I don't know, 15 minutes to do all 6 of those chickens. So not very long at all. And I guess the last thing I kind of worked on was cows. And cows, I gotta say, are slow. Like, excessively slow. So I have 2 new cows here. I think the Stellar, I actually had him last episode. I didn't have this guy, the Evil Infused Iron. This guy alone, this one cow, took me 8 hours. 8 hours to get him. The breeding timers on these things are getting really high, right? So the breeding timers right now, they look like they're 6 minutes. It's actually an hour. It's an hour in between each breed. So yeah, it takes a long time. It took 8 hours of solid just letting them breed and then letting the babies breed as well to be able to get me 1 Evil Infused. So we're really only 1 cow away, I believe, from the Infinity Cow. So that's what I'm working on right now. But we only get 1 chance every hour. And then I let these guys breed once already. So they've bred once. And then I killed out the baby, and I was just like, why did I just do that? Because at least if they keep breeding, I can start getting more mated pairs, maybe, you know what I mean? And start getting a little more chance. Because, yeah, that's going to just take forever. It's literally 1% chance to get the Infinity. And once you have 2 Infinity, I guess their baby's going to be Infinity no matter what. But you need to get to that point, right? So, definitely a thing. Definitely going to kind of let them do their thing and hope I get it in time. I honestly think Infinity cows are going to be the best kind of method to get EMC in the pack, so that is definitely a thing as well. And yeah, we'll definitely get to it sooner or later. What we're going to work on today, though, I think is going to be a new power source. We're going to go ahead and work on Mechanism Turbine, I think. And then we're going to use thermal to kind of produce the steam is what I was kind of going with these upgrades and stuff down here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple things, get kind of all set up, get my inventory all cleaned up here. And then we'll kind of push forward with Mechanism Turbine. And okay, like I said, we're going to go ahead and get into a Mechanism Turbine. And then we're going to use thermal to generate the steam that is needed for it, because I think it's going to be the easiest and kind of fastest way to do that. But we need to get some. I saw some grind down gold, so let's kind of sag mill a little bit of that down. Do that real quick. Then we need osmium. Actually, osmium we did need ground down. And then diamond. Oh, we can't do diamond in there, actually. What could we do? Pulverizer should be able to do it. Let's go do a Pulvy. Probably a go-to. That's definitely not gonna work. We need a gear here, right? Just make like a stack of them. Really? What? I'm so confused. What just happened there? That was not a stone gear at all. I asked for a stone gear. Why is it grabbing chiseled stone? Do I have regular stone in here? Like normal people? Can we go in here? Do I have no regular stone right now? Okay, that's fine. It's dandy. It's wonderful. But it's not doing exactly what I wanted to. Let's just grab some of that there. And then I was all confused for a second. I didn't know what was going on with my life. But anyway, let's clear that out. Border stone. I've used that many times to build. It's actually really nice. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go ahead and see if we can make our tin gear. And then make our machine frame. And then make a pulverizer. Because it actually works on this, right? What do we need here? We need that. We're going to need a copper gear, hopefully. Oh, more of that stone, man. Stone for days. Let's go ahead and see if we can grab some regular stone here. There we go. Let's pull you out for a second. I've never had so much trouble with stone gears. There we go. Let's do that. Awesome. And then we should be good to go, right? So I could just do that. Cool. Battle of the stone gear 1. Anyway, let's go do that. Grab ourselves a coil. I said a coil. There we go. There we go. Finally a pulverizer, man. Just living life really hard here. Let's throw that down. Let's go ahead and get some diamond in there. And probably accelerate that thing really quick. That actually has EMC too, doesn't it? Actually, where is that going right now? Is that going in here or something? Oh, the sides are set for some reason. Let's turn that off. We realistically only need one of those right now anyway. Because it has EMC. Anyway, let's go ahead and pop that in there. And then probably grab another stack of it. And kind of call that a day. Awesome. Okay, so what we're going to get into is 2 machines here. We're going to make some Metallurgical Fusers. Actually, we're only going to need one of these. So let's just grab one, I guess. Let's go ahead and grab actual furnace. I noticed everything with Mechanism earlier pretty much has EMC. So I don't even care about efficiency or anything like that. Because there is a more efficient way to do this. But we're basically going to make one of each item. And then just EMC it anyway. So it doesn't even matter. Go to a point here. Point. Definitely have a point. Oh, this is in the center. That when you put something in the center, it almost uses like a filter. So yeah, it gets a little confusing there. Anyway, pop that up there. Go ahead and set that to out. We're gonna grab, I guess, some redstone first. We're gonna need some redstone, and some iron, right? Go ahead and grab some iron. Cool. And we're probably gonna want some obsidian now that I'm thinking of that. Go ahead and grab you. What can crush down obsidian? Pulverizer could do that, right? I think pulverizer could do that as well. Do that real quick just so we can get the kind of top level kind of piping. Probably be a best bet. Just need like one of these kind of smelted down or crushed down. That works. Awesome. Now that everything has EMC, it's just like a super joke. There we go. So what we're going to do is go ahead and throw some redstone in there. Not that much. We really only need one, I guess. And this should give us enriched alloy, right? Sweet. Gonna take one of those, pop that in there real quick. Probably grab like a stack, and that's good. Next thing we're going to do, I think, is throw in, is it iron? No, that's not right. It's an osmium, right? And then that's going to give us a circuit, I believe. Yeah, it's going to give us one of these basic control circuits. So let's go ahead and toss those in there, grab a stack of them. And then I think we can upgrade those circuits real quick. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see here, a circuit. Just trying to get all the kind of the base kind of resources for this. And then we'll kind of just get it all done. But you can see how easy it is. It's basically craft one and move on. I think that's all we need for circuits right now. Start crafting things, I guess. Let's go here. Let's make parts. We need one of these energy tablets, so we should be able to just craft that. Make a electromagnetic cell. Is it? What is that called? Electromagnetic coil. I don't even know what I was saying. We're gonna need about 9 of these. So let's go ahead. You know what? EMC wise, let's just do that. I can toss the rest in later on. So that's good. We're gonna need some of these pressure dispensers. So let's go grab, I guess, some iron bars. Let's do that. And then we got some pressure dispensers. And we can go ahead and teach that to the system. Like literally everything here just has EMC. So it is kind of silly how easy this is going to be. Because I don't remember all this stuff having EMC before at all whatsoever. Did I teach that to the system? I did too. You need one of these rotational complex. So we'll grab that. There we need some structural glass. That should be really easy. Probably teach that to the system. There we go. And grab a stack of that. Then we'll probably want some turbine blades. Probably grab one of them. You need 2 of these turbine blades for every rotor, and we're going to be using about 4 rotors. So we realistically only need 8, but that's fine. Gonna want a actual rotor, and like I said, we only need like 4 of those, but we'll just grab a stack for now. Feed it back later. Want turbine vents. I guess we're gonna have to make the casings first. So the casings are kind of the main part of the multi-block, because this is a multi-block, right? It's slightly modular. Yeah, we're gonna go with a smaller one to kind of max this thing out. Like, this thing can produce millions of RF. We're not doing that just because it takes massive amounts of steam, like literally massive amounts, and I don't want to have to get into all that. So let's get that there, get that there, and just teach that stuff to the system real quick. Sweet. And I already did that one, right? Let's grab another stack of these ones and switch over. We need 2 turbine valves, so we have those. I believe we need like 9 of these vents. I don't even think we need 9, but we're gonna go with that. So I think that's everything we need for the multi-block, actually. So what we might do for right now, drop the bulk of this stuff off that we don't need, then go build this thing. Oh, we'll have to make the cabling. This one here, I was gonna make the elite, but since we get to the next level, I can just do that one, right? That's why I grabbed the obsidian. Let's grab that real quick. I want to get that. There's obsidian. And then our alloys, we need, let's see here, alloy, because I never made the second level alloy, did I? Grab some diamond. Was it crushed? Oh, it's the filter, man. Get that out. Go to diamond again. Awesome. So to get this kind of made here, I think we need to first off dump this because there's redstone kind of left over. Throw one of those in and then throw that in, right? And that will give us the reinforced, which we can then teach to the system. Let's do that real quick. I want to grab some more of that alloy as well. So we just make our cabling and be done with it, right? Awesome. And then we're going to dump that one more time. Throw in. Oh no, the pulverized obsidian takes one more step, doesn't it? I think we need an enrichment chamber. Is that what it's called? Enrichment chamber? Yeah, I think we need one of these, man. Let's go ahead and grab some circuits. Circuit real quick. And what was the other part? Just a casing, right? Okay, I should have taught it casings, to be honest. Awesome. I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. I'm going to teach that there for real quick. Just so I never have to make it again. There's our enrichment chamber. We need to enrich that obsidian into pulverized, refined obsidian, I think is what we need. Do that there. Toss that in there, right? Am I totally wrong? I am totally wrong. Let's see here. Let's go to alloy. It's the atomic, right? Atomic alloy to make is refined obsidian, but how do you do that? In the enrichment chamber. There must be another step here I'm not seeing. Oh, it's just I'm such a derp. So it's just this, right? So this, that, one of these, and one of those. Okay. I need that machine anyway, I guess. I don't really, but you can do this. This is what I was talking about, you being able to be more efficient. I just had my brain broken. I didn't actually need to do this at all. But anyway, let's pop that in there. You can see that one became worth 80 instead of 10, which is kind of the main point. But we can go ahead and just top in the atomic alloy now. And the other alloy, what is that? Reinforced for an atomic. Then finally teach that to the system real quick. Sweet, and hopefully sweet. Awesome and awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and actually make our cabling. So our cabling should be super easy to do. We should be able to just go down to the basic level. Grab that many. 32 should be good. And I should be able to just do this from this point. Go ahead and grab you. Sweet. Grab. I want to grab 32 of those. There we go. Then we'll just gotta do that again because we just need 4. Because the next level ones, these things don't have EMC, do they? They don't. So that's good to know. Can't just remake the cable whenever we want. But we can do this here. I want this cabling because it can move 64 buckets of liquid at a time. It'll be really good for this setup. But anyway, that should be everything there. So let's actually build the turbine. Then we'll actually get into the steam production kind of separately because that's going to be done through thermal. But anyway, this is going to be a 5x5 on the bottom. It doesn't have to be a 5x5. I believe it could be up to like a 17x17. But we're going to go with the 5x5 here. And then we're going to go, I guess, throw down the rotors first. We're only going to make the rotors 4 high. So that's going to be kind of how we do it. After you get over 4 high, you basically have to make the base of this wider because the rotors actually start hitting the glass, the actual blades, right? So the turbine blades. Each rotor can take 2 sets of the actual blades. So that's what we're doing here. Sweet. And that should be good there. On top of that, we can go ahead and throw down a rotational complex. We'll get that done real quick, hopefully. Sweet. And then on top of that, we're going to have, I guess around that burst, we're going to have these pressure dispensers, which we just kind of go around in a circle all the way around it. So that'd be cool. Then on top of that, we're going to have these electromagnetic coils. We're going to have a 3x3 of that. Cool. And then I guess on top of that, there really isn't anything else. It'll be like, this will be the very top of it here. It'll be another 5x5. We just need to kind of fill in the bits. Make it a multi-block. It'll form. It'll be all special and shiny. Actually make red particles. So I guess it will be shiny, kind of technically. Do that there. Awesome. Just get this done here. Sweet. And then we'll just kind of come up from the corners here. Probably use a little bit of the structural glass just so we can see the blades spinning and all that. I'll most likely move this. Oh, I'm definitely going to move this, I should say. This is a temporary setup. I haven't done this in so long that I'm not 100% sure how much steam we're going to need for this thing. So I want to do a little testing first before I do kind of the permanent setup. Do that there. I remember taking a massive amount of steam now, so we'll kind of see. I'm kind of curious if our watches of flowing time are going to help us with that, to be honest. But anyway, we'll kind of see how that works out. Sweet. And that level right there, I think. That'll be cool. Let's kind of come across. And we just have one more component really to go in here. Actually, two more. That's cool. Then I guess here we need, what is this one? The turbine vents. The turbine vents are important. They basically make it so the steam comes in. It'll end up coming through this bottom part. Kind of fills up this area. It makes the turbine spin. It then kind of gets moved up here and it cools down. When it cools down, it gets turned back to water. As long as you have the vents, it can kind of vent a certain amount of the steam per tick. And that's going to kind of vent it out so we don't have to deal with it. There's another block you can make, and I forget what it's called, but it'll make it turn back to water. You can pipe the water out. But in this pack, we have infinite water, so it's very unimportant. Basically what I'm trying to say. There's no reason to try to reclaim the water and then turn it back into steam. So anyway, we'll do that there. Then we have the one hole here. We need a second hole, actually. Probably like right here. There we go. Because we need two valves. We need one valve to actually pump in steam. So that'll be this one here. Then we need a second valve to actually do the power. And it looks like I'm just missing a little bit of glass. Why don't I just grab a wand? It'll probably help with the rest of this, right? Almost done. Time to grab a wand. Anyway, that there. Awesome. And there you go, that multi-block. So if you go to this thing now and kind of right click on it, you get this interface. You see here, production. I don't like having set to joules. I'll put it on RF. You can turn it to EU or whatever. I like it on RF. It has a flow rate. That'll be when we pump in the steam. It'll tell us how much kind of is coming in per tick. Capacity, how much it can hold, and then the max flow. You can see the max flow is massive. That's 192 buckets. I doubt we'll be producing that, but if we could, in theory, with our current kind of setup, we'd be able to produce 2.19 million RF. I'm expecting to produce about 100,000. So we'll kind of see, unless the watches of flowing time help us. But that is the kind of setup for the first part of it. That is the actual turbine. Next part will be for steam, and we're going to get to that right now. There we go. I went ahead and did a little more crafting. So I went ahead and made these here. These are the steam dynamos. They're going to be what we use to actually make the, I guess, the steam, right? So these normally just generate power, but we made a upgrade for these. So usually they just make power with coal and water. So that's basically how they work. But I went ahead and made this augment. So this augment here converts an applicable dynamo into a steam boiler, increases effective fuel efficiency. So basically it just produces steam instead of RF. So that's going to be kind of how that works there. Then I made a whole bunch of coils. I just taught that to the table. So really easy. Then I went ahead and made the upgrades too, because we can do those now that I have that blizz pattern. So I can do the pyroethium already. That was easy. This one here, not that one, this one here took the cryoethium dust, which took the blizz pattern, which was the blizz rods, which was pretty much the main purpose for doing those chickens. So I got that done. These ones here, the actual second level ones, so they reinforced. They have EMC, so you can just kind of EMC those, kind of call it a day. I also grabbed some interfluid conduit and some body conduit, and I think that's pretty much everything. Also a condenser chest. So let's go ahead and get this set up here. Oh, I just realized I do not want this on this side. Let's get that kind of switched over really quick. Do that and that really quickly. One ended up inside, of course, just to be annoying. Let's get you. Do that. I want them on this side just so we can kind of do our little temporary setup here. I'm not sure if this thing's going to be laggy, so it may end up in a compact machine. I guess we'll find out here in a few minutes, because it may be laggy or may not. I have not set this thing up in a very long time, so we'll kind of see how it goes here. I've never tried to use a watch of flowing time on it before, so yeah, we're definitely going to see how that works out. But anyway, there we go. We've got our multi-block again. Let's go ahead and grab our actual dynamos and get them kind of laid out. We could just take them, I think, and just go like this, right? So just kind of, that drives me crazy too. It looks like there's a little speck on my screen. That's actually the drawer with the neutronium in it. It kind of glitches through the floor. It's weird how the kind of texture just kind of be seen through the floor there. Anyway, I'm just going to grab that, kind of toss that all down. Then we're going to go ahead and grab our upgrades. Oh, I didn't combine those yet. I could actually do that in my inventory. You just kind of combine these, and then you kind of get the max level ones. So it's just kind of like that. Super easy. We need to upgrade every one of these. It's going to be pretty loud here for a second. Nothing I can do about that. There we go. Now they have 4 upgrade slots, which is what we want. You notice right now it says RF, but the second I put that in, boom, it just says maximum steam output. You can kind of pump in the auxiliary transmission coils, and it'll go up to, I guess, 840 millibuckets of steam each. Actually changes the top too, which is pretty funky. But anyway, let's do that there. Probably do that for every one. I'm going to put them in this way, just so it's not as loud. I could just right-click them. But yeah, that noise, man. Definitely a thing. I'm not even sure how many of these we need to kind of get to our max production at all. This is only going to produce about, what, 9,000 millibuckets? So over 9,000. What is it, about 9.5-ish? 9.4-ish? Maybe around there. I guess we'll see in a few minutes. It won't be anywhere near the max that this thing could take, because, yeah, max flow, not a chance. But anyway, that looks good there. Let's go ahead and get the water into them. That should be super easy. Just kind of do it that way. And I'm using the ender fluid conduit just because it can move water a little faster. So 200 millibuckets, 800 in and out. And I'm not going to bother with the ones we just made there, because I don't think these things take that much fluid to actually produce the steam. So we'll kind of see how it works out for us. We may need a speed, extract speed, actually, for the items. Let's do that. Let's go to extract, because I haven't EMC'd one of these yet. Might as well get that done. There we go. Grab one of them. I think we could always speed up our conduits that way, right? Do that. Maybe grab a stack. Drop that one off. That sounds good. And I want that for the item conduit. I don't need it for the water. You should all be full water now. That's what we want to see. Let's go get our item conduit down. We'll just kind of do the same thing. Let's put them all in the same space. That's the joy of conduit. And we'll want every one of these set to insert, right? So we'll just do that for all the item conduit. There we go. No point having the extract on at all whatsoever. Go. Sweet. And I guess we're going to need some kind of expensive item to run through the condenser as well. We'll get that in a second here. I guess I could use like red matter or something just so it lasts a long time. Doesn't really matter. There we go. That looks good there. Let's go ahead and grab something expensive. Red matter. Yeah, that's got 1.8 million on each one. That'll make it produce coal for a very long time, which is the plan here. Let's go grab some coal, I guess, because I'm going to need that as well. Of course, I'd have no blocks in there. Give me a block of coal, man. There we go. There's one. Sweet. Awesome. Might as well teach that to the table too, right? There we go. And let's get this down. So the condenser should be super easy to set up as well. Just going to sit like there. And we're probably just going to throw the coal in there in the filter to just throw that in. It's going to eat all that stuff and just produce this stuff for days, basically, because there's so much EMC. So that's pretty cool. Later on, we can do better, but we need the next level energy condenser. Anyway, that's good. Then I guess we could throw this here. We want extract on, and we'll just throw the extract speeds. It can only take 15, but that'll make it so it can move an entire stack at once. And you can see the top of these, they're getting a little hazy now. That's because they're actually producing steam. And yeah, they're actually producing it all right now, which is pretty fantastic. And all we should really have to do to get this thing working now is pretty much just pipe it up. And we shouldn't have to do any settings on these mechanical pipes here, because these things automatically push, because sometimes you have to kind of tweak the settings on the pipes to make them be able to pull, because they can pull themselves. But these dynamos kind of pull by themselves, so we don't have to worry about it. So they're already pushing the steam through. And there we go. Look at that. It's already running. How much power are we gonna get? It's going through a little buffer because we were a little backed up there. I'm just gonna see where it kind of levels off here. Oh, that's joules. I don't like joules. There we go. 150. Really? I'm actually surprised. 150,000. Is it actually gonna stay there though? Like that seems really high. Okay, I was expecting, you know, around 50 to 100. Huh. Okay. Well, let's try it with a watch flowing time. I mean, worst case scenario, we can't handle it, right? We'll kind of see where it goes here. Yeah, 115. That's actually quite impressive for something this small. This is really small, right? And one of the two limiting factors on this are the vents and those the ones that are going around the coils. What are they? Dispensers? Because I think they kind of affect how many of the actual vents it can kind of use at the same time. But anyway, I keep expecting this to go up. Right here, the amount of steam in it. Looks like we're getting about 10,000 steam in there per tick, which is pretty cool here. What of these did I do? 12, right? Yeah. Huh. Anyway, let's try out the actual pedestal here. I was really not expecting that much power. Anyway, let's do that. Then let's go ahead and throw a watch on here. Sweet. Let's see what happens. Go. That didn't. Oh, I didn't actually turn it on. That would help. Is that in the right spot too? It's like 4 range, right? That should be in the dead center. That should be good enough. There we go. Oh, it's definitely working. It's actually not creating much lag either. Although the steam's going up, this thing's going to end up backed up, I think. I'm going to watch it here for a couple seconds. If this steam hits the top, this production is going to go way down. So the flow rate is 773 buckets a tick is what we're producing with that watch, which is pretty crazy. I can't believe that we're actually able to extract that much, though. I feel like this is going to get backed up at some point. Something's going to break here any second. It has to. Because, yeah, from my understanding, the vents can only handle so much each. Unless this is actually accelerating the vents. Is that possible? Let's try another watch here. Curious now. Let's throw one right on the actual turbine, maybe, and see what happens. Maybe something like that. Why not? It's all for science at this point. Like, I've literally never done anything like this with one of these reactors. Oh, that just broke it. Or maybe it just finally got backed up there. I was expecting it to get backed up anyway, because this vent's can't keep up. Oh, now it's producing nothing. Oh, I know why it's doing that, actually. I didn't throw a plug on here, right? I think we need to pull the power, or once the buffer gets full, it just kind of dies on you, I think. Guess we'll find out. Let's pull up you here. Let's go to main and make sure that's on, right? There we go. So it's pulling the power out. There we go. It's spinning again. Is this actually going to produce that much power? I didn't think it was going to manage this much power. What? 763,000? But this flow rate changed. Like, it's behaving a little odd. Huh. So it's obviously speeding up the mechanical pipes because they can only move 64 buckets. So it's going over the maximum, but it's obviously, well, it's going through the coal really fast. It should be able to produce that really quick. But anyway, it is producing, yeah, a lot of power here. Oh, did that go down? Wasn't that 800 a second ago? I have no idea what's going on. Let's try this again. I'm kind of curious. Did this like actually do anything? I couldn't tell because I had the power derped. No, that doesn't look like it does anything. Nope. Okay, let's try this then. Let's break you. Let's break you. Can I double this up? Do that. Do this here. Does that do anything? No, that's not doing anything either. I mean, that's pretty solid power. But don't get me wrong. I was just wondering how bad we could abuse it. I'm amazed we're able to keep up with this, the actual steam extraction. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to actually be able to keep up with that anymore. Because I thought our limiting rate was going to be these vents. And I didn't think we were going to get anywhere near that power. That's actually pretty silly. For something that small and that easy, I mean, that's a lot of power there. Huh. How's our, this doing? There we go. This is going to get filled up pretty quick. But holy moly, it is definitely doing the stuff and things. I feel like I have the point. not this one, the plug cap maybe? It doesn't feel like it's pulling in the power as fast as it should be. Unless the pylons, I can't remember if the pylons actually have a limit, right? Let's turn you off. Oh, there we go. Get that one. Let's make sure all these transfer limits are off. That one. And this one, right? Transfer limit. Sweet. Let's go see what we're doing now. See if that changed anything at all whatsoever. It might not have, but I want to make sure it's not a limiting factor. There we go. And where's the turbine, man? What's this thing doing? So it's back up to 840,000. So, I mean, that's a good sign. And it seems stable. Like, not bad at all. That's actually pretty fantastic all around, I have to say. That is really awesome. I'm actually, yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't think we were going to break. I figured about, with the watch, I figured if the watch is going to work, I figured about, you know, 150, 200,000. But we're way over that. We're at 843,000. We have a very small setup. I don't even know if we're, like, getting all of our steam. Like, I don't even know if I need to have all of these steam dynamos on. I may only need, like, 6 or 7 of them, to be honest. Because, yeah. Guess I'd have to do some testing. I'll probably do that kind of testing in between episodes, kind of get it all figured out. But this is definitely working. It's definitely doing its thing. And, yeah, I think I'm going to actually wrap this one up here. I just gotta let everyone know that I do have Discord. If you want to stop by, say hello, any of that jazz, feel free. Everyone is welcome. Just keep it classy. That's all I ask. Also, I do have Patreon. So if you want to think about supporting me moving forward, making videos, that'd be absolutely fantastic. We do have a current server up for this pack. So if you want to check that out, that'd be cool as well. And yeah, I am going to end this one here. So as always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. It is always appreciated. And you guys all have a good one. I'll see you guys next video. Later.